I ain't got it. I've been scheming, looting, hide your body. As long as you dreaming about me.
What's up, guys? So haven't really been working on the car like at all. I've kind of been waiting on parts and trying to find parts. Yeah, that's like it, really. But we had some things come in, and I figured it's time to start the jack stand journey of this car's life, where we prepare this car for static car things. So we're going to be getting the car up in the air. I've also got some other things I'm going to show y'all, but we're going to be getting the car up in the air on all four corners, fuel lines, brake lines, pretty much anything on the undercarriage that we got to worry about, we've got to take care of. So I don't know if we're going to really get to all that this episode, this video, whatever, but let me show y'all what we will definitely get to this video over the next couple of days. I'll kind of be working on this stuff on my own time after work, because your boy, you know, works full time. I don't really have a whole lot of time to film all this stuff. So let me show y'all what I got, though. Y'all are gonna like it. Okay, so what we have here are the true static boy things. He's got us some Swift springs. Go on ahead, open these up real quick. Ooh-wee. Look at those. So we've got some 34K Swift springs. Set that on here. Excuse the car, it's filthy. There have been cats walking all over it, and it's pollen season, so don't worry about it. It's gonna stay dirty because there's no reason for me to wash it. But we have these, we have front and rears. There's in this box. But these puppies, I can't wait to get the coilovers out so I can compare these to the springs that are on them. These are gonna make a huge difference. Also, for those of you that don't know, these are gonna be 34K springs, whereas the springs that are on the car at the moment are, I believe, 10 and 12Ks is what comes on Godspeeds from the factory. I believe it might be 8 and 10. I might have it wrong, but it's close to that. So the car kind of quite literally just bounces off the ground right now. We have something else. Let me go grab that real quick. All right, we also have these on focus. These are Dayton One's engine and trans spacers that we are going to be installing on this thing, so that we don't have to worry about the oil pan or the trans pan or any of that. We're also going to be raising the front subframe as well, so that'll be another video. I don't know if these are going to be on this video. I kind of just want to get the car up in the air, get the wheels off, pull the coilovers, and swap over the springs, and that'll probably be it. But I just want to give you all a heads up. This is coming, and shortened subframes are coming. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this thing up in the air, and then we'll get to work. So now we got all sides on jack stands up in the air. Got plenty of room to move under there. So now I'm gonna pull the wheels off, and then we'll start pulling coilovers. All right, so we got all the wheels off. Now literally all we gotta do is go around, disconnect these. These aren't even tied in, they're just sitting there. Unbolt them at the bottom. Same thing, unbolt at the bottom, undo the top, pull these down, and then yeah, we should be good after that. All right, so we got all 4 coilovers off the car. Literally just unbolt the bottom, unbolt the top, and the suspension drops, pull these out. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to loosen these up. I probably should have done that before I took them off the car. But, god dang it. I'm gonna loosen the bottoms of these up, pull all the coils off, the springs, and then I'm gonna swap these out for the Swift springs, and I will be right back to show you guys. I just want to show you all the difference. Size comparison of these. That's the front. That's the rear. Oh, get your ass back over there. All right, I'm gonna swap these out.
Switching over, made a lane and niggas can't get over. I can't mess with rappers, they be bogus. Rather get the pack and keep it open. Big dripper stand up in the ocean. Everybody trapping, we get open. He ain't focused yet, but he ain't got motion. Made a half a ticket out promotion. Shout out switching sweet and keep me rolling. But if we get the op, we gotta smoke. Ride around with Drake, like we OVO. I got some rats and I want some more. Still got them pass in the hood, call it give and go. Keep a nigga, man, bitch in a figure four. Let me fuck when I want, I just come and go. Man, these rackets too deep for these kids.
So the only thing you're going to run into when doing these is you're not going to be able to run preload on these. Since these coilovers are not valved for these springs, you're going to have no preload, which it's just going to make the car bouncier. I really don't care. What it will help with, though, is instead of like whenever you get beached, because a lot of static cars are valved for the right stuff, so the wheels would pick up with the rear end of the car. These ones will droop a little bit, so I don't know, maybe it'll help out with that, but yeah, a good bit of non-existent preload. Oh well, we don't care. We weren't running preload on the rears before, and that's with the longer springs and softer springs, so we'll see how these go. I'm gonna finish throwing these 2 rears together. I already did the fronts. The fronts are very close to having preload, but they don't, so L for those 2. But I'm gonna put these together, and then I'm probably gonna call it a night because it's starting to get dark and mosquitoes are coming out, and I'm not trying to be dinner for them, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Swift springs on the coilovers. We're probably gonna go ahead and install these tomorrow, and then onto the engine spacers and a couple other things that I'm still waiting on. So stay tuned for that. Also, if you haven't yet, the YouTube channel is moving. So don't miss out. Turn on notifications, drop a like, drop a sub to the channel. It don't hurt you none. It don't hurt you none. So, and drop a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me this is stupid. It is, but I don't care. But yeah, hey, I'm gonna see you guys. Well, I won't see any of you, but I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Okay? Have a good night. Actually, I'm still gonna finish putting these together, and then we'll call it a night. So, one sec. Oh, wait a second. That has to come off. Take this insulator. I don't even think these really do that much. It's just a little hard plastic. It's not like a bushing or anything. Just slide that on there. Make it like that. Put that on behind her. And then you have your recessed one, or I don't know what you would call it, but anyways, that one kind of holds the spring center. Screw that one on there, and then you put your little one on. All right, so we got all of them done. So old springs are off. 34Ks are on the front and rear coilovers. And then, so this one is, yeah, 12K in the front. And, do you not say? Oh. And 8K in the rear for the Godspeeds, which is gonna do you jack squat. So, yeah, no, those things are garbage. Get rid of them. Anyways, got these mounted up. Kind of digging the bronze and pink duo. It's kind of fire. And then we'll have a little bit of blue and some other stuff's coming. So, yeah. Anyways, car on jack stands. I don't know, I'm gonna be working on it after work for the week, but planning to have these on the car tomorrow, and then next is raising the engine and trans. We're also gonna be shortening the front subframe. I gotta figure all that out. I've watched a couple of videos on it, but kind of just gonna wing it. And then we have to notch the rear subframe as well. So that's it for today. I will catch y'all tomorrow. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.
Oh my god, the mosquitoes are fucking horrible.
Okay,
that's enough.
what's up, fellas? All right, so it's the next day. As y'all probably saw in that last clip, I actually tried to stay out here a little later last night, but the mosquitoes were so bad that it wasn't worth it. I have been walking around the car trying to get it up a little bit higher so that I can fit under it better for the fuel lines and everything. And I pretty much got it as high up as I can go with this jack, because I got a low profile jack. So yeah, I'm gonna get underneath it and we will see if we can get these fuel lines, brake lines, anything else that runs under there relocated. That way I don't have to worry about any of it getting caught on the ground or anything like that. So yeah, just gonna dive right into it and get under this thing. Really coming to y'all in a sense of what it's like to build a fucking car like this at your house, because I don't have all the room for all this stuff. You're just gonna drop these down. Hold on. You're just gonna drop these down. You just pull them. 10 millimeter gets these off. Come on now, don't fight me. There we go. Now, your lines are exposed. I believe these are the brake lines. I don't know though, so don't take my word for it. They are hard lines though. But either way, they gotta get moved because I'm hitting right here, right here, right here, pretty much everywhere, all around these things. So we have to make sure that we're not hitting any of this good stuff. Look at all that. Yeah. So anyways, let me pull all these down and I'll be right back to y'all. All right, so we pulled the shielding off for the brake lines and fuel lines on both sides, which is sitting down there. We also pulled off the heat shield that goes up here behind the exhaust, which is this big metal piece. 10 millimeter bolts for all of those. And then what we're gonna do is we'll unbolt these lines
right here, and then we're gonna pull them and put them up over these, I believe. I don't know, I'm about to unbolt them and see. A couple people I've talked to said that you could pull them up that way, so we're gonna try that. They run all the way up. So, and then they run to the back, and then they go up. So, I might pull these off the rear as well, just to see if that gives me more room. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna see if I can disconnect these real quick and pull them over to the tunnel. Okay, so we pulled all the shielding back here. So there was a bunch of little 8mm bolts back here, which cover up your lines. So you unbolt those and you got plenty more room. Same thing on this side. And then obviously, like I said before, unbolt the midsection and pull the middle part off as well. That shield, all that shielding's gonna come off because we're gonna tuck it up behind all of that. I think the only shielding that I'm gonna put back is the piece that goes right here in the center tunnel. I think all the other stuff I'm gonna leave off because I'm not gonna have lines here anymore, so I don't need the little plastic pieces. And then back there, I might put I might put the heat shielding back there. I might just cut it and put it around the wires, or lines or whatever. But you unbolt the lines, and then we're gonna take these lines and we're gonna bend them over to this side, up the tunnel, all the way up to the front. Now, I'm gonna attempt to take the exhaust off because the line needs to go right here, and I want to be able to see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna attempt to unbolt the cats, and then pretty much the rest of it's like super easy to take off since I've already had the vehicle straight piped. A little beat up, look at that. A little chunk missing out my exhaust. But yeah, it's a little beat up. But I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna attempt to and see how that goes. So I will let y'all know if or when I get the exhaust off. So peace. All right, after some finesse, I kind of figured I would show you guys my exhaust setup. Anyways, what you're gonna do is you're gonna look back here. Wait, what the heck? Oh, there it is. Okay, so anyways, so delete, 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 oh, delete, delete, tip. Yeah. All right, well, exhaust is out. Shielding is out. All the lines are loose. All that's left is to bend them, run them through the trans tunnel, and that's pretty much it. So I thought that was pretty cool. And none of the freaking, no, you know what? I'm gonna shut up. I'm not gonna say anything. I was about to say something. Not gonna say that. Anyways, let's hop up under here real quick. Let me show you what we're working with. Now that we got room. Hold on, let me turn the flash on. Okay. So, so we're going to be putting all of the lines in here. So, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. But they're all loose. All loose. I still got to pull them off the ones on the back, and then I'll be able to push them over and up. And then I'm gonna go get some fuel line holders. It's kind of like this, but it's metal. It'll go around, and then I'm gonna self tap it into the freaking body. I don't give a fuck. But I think this is where we're gonna stop for today, and we will finish up tomorrow. So, peace. Okay. I mean, I was about to go inside, and I was like, you know what? You can't not start it when you pull the whole exhaust off. Just to, for scientific purposes. I'll set y'all up for a sec. Hopefully it's not staying that way. All right, I'm about to pick up, and that's where we're gonna leave it up at tonight. And then tomorrow we are going to move tomorrow we should be able to move all the lines, and hopefully I'll be able to finish up the relocate on all the lines hopefully tomorrow. And then Friday, today's Wednesday, Friday, hopefully we'll be putting all this back together and setting it on the ground. So that'd be interesting. So stay tuned. Drop a like. Hey, also, we made a huge purchase for the car that is shipping out in the next couple days. Drop in the comments what you think that purchase is. In my opinion, it's one of those things that makes or breaks a car. So let's see what you guys think I got. But anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow. On to day 3. Day 3. Back to work on this freaking thing. Still got the exhaust off. Everything's out of the bottom. All the heat shielding, all that is taken off. I think all we have to do now is bend the lines, put them up in the trans tunnel, bolt them down, and we should be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock this out. I also have a buddy coming over. We're gonna work on his bike. So hopefully I can have all this done today, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna get to it. All right, I'm running to Harbor Freight real quick. I've pretty much got all the lines loose, and I've got them almost in the perfect spot where I want them, but the clips that I got, the mounts that I got that I was gonna use for the fuel lines are nylon, and I just don't feel like they're gonna be all that great for what we're doing, because I want some metal clips that I know are not gonna break or be pulling off or anything like that. So I'm running up there. I'm gonna grab these real quick, and I'll show y'all what I'm talking about whenever I get back. But and then after I get everything tightened down, I'll show y'all what we got. So okay, so got them all disconnected back here. This side's pretty much good. I don't really worry about this side that much. It's pretty much tucked up behind this heat shield pretty good. But this side with this thick ass fucking fuel line is not bending like I want it to. So I'm about to just cut this fucking heat shield off and say fuck it. But yeah, got them both in the center. I'm disconnected all the way to the back. So all right, fellas, we got this side up all the way, tucked up. This side all the way tucked up. So now you ain't gotta worry about no fuel line, no brake line busting. And we can go ahead and put the exhaust back in and get everything put back together. So, oh, also real quick, I think I've given y'all bits and pieces of the condition of the undercarriage so far, with me not even being as low as I'm gonna go, but just kind of let y'all look at the rail real quick. That's just so far. We are already hitting body. So, yeah, everything's above and beyond. Let's put this exhaust back on and see how she does. All right, end of day 3. I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. I got all of the lines ran, which you'll see in these in the previous videos you probably already saw. Anyways, I went to mount the exhaust back up, and the exhaust is hitting the lines, so I've got to come up with a different way to reroute the lines. I got a couple ideas. I don't know, I'm gonna look at some stuff tomorrow. I'm gonna sleep on it because it's just pissing me off right now. But I got 2 options: either reroute the lines a different way, or I can just remove the exhaust and just run out the cats, which I don't want to fucking do because it sounds like dog water. So tomorrow we're going to take a fresh look at it, see what we want to do. I've seen a couple people have ran them inside and just swapped the hard lines for rubber hose line, fuel lines. So, I mean, that is an option as well, but I really just don't want to do all that. I want to keep the hard lines. I'm kind of just trying to figure out a way that anyone can run these lines that will be beneficial to absolutely slamming the car and not having to drill into the body or anything like that. But if I can't find a way, then that's just what we got to do. So hopefully tomorrow is the last day that I'm trying to get all this shit together. But as for day 3, we are officially done. And tomorrow I'm going to take a fresh look at it. So good night. See you tomorrow. What's up, guys? All right, so we're on day 4. So I've made a decision that I really don't like, but I also have a plan on how I'm gonna fix it. So I mounted the exhaust up, and as you guys might see in the previous clips, the fuel lines or the brake lines touch the exhaust. Not comfortable with that. So I've got a buddy of mine that's gonna come through eventually. I don't know when exactly, but he's gonna come through. We're gonna chop the part of the exhaust that's touching. We're gonna chop that piece off, and we're gonna weld in a different piece. That way it's not as close to the brake lines and stuff. And then we'll run it like that, because I mean, I'm probably going to rub through these lines anyways. Not through the lines, through the exhaust, I meant. What I showed y'all yesterday, it's pretty much done. I just pulled the exhaust back off, and I'm going to push the O2 sensor, or pull the O2 sensors off. There's like 4 O2 sensors, so I think I'll be fine with running 2. I don't know. But we're going to run nothing. So today, we're going to put the coils back on and get it back on the ground and try to get the fucking ride height set. And I don't know how much time I really have. It's not gonna take me long to put this stuff together, so I'm gonna get right to it. All right, all fuel and brake lines are tucked, exhaust is off. Hold on. Oh shit, sorry, I had to sneeze. Yeah, we got everything tucked, got the coilovers back on, got the wheels on. So that pretty much wraps it up for this. I don't have it on the ground yet because we got other things we got to do still, but the hoe is in the air. That's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, for me, I just took the exhaust off. I'm going to reroute the exhaust later at the front towards the cats, and then do the rest, because that section is a little, the way it's bent, it touches the fuel and the brake lines with the way I ran it. Like I said, I wanted to be like the easiest way that you could tuck those lines. That's what I did. Take the exhaust off, say, you know, screw it, whatever. I'm gonna fix this, put the exhaust back on. It's gonna rub through, oh well, I don't care. I like it with the exhaust on. I like having the tips out the back. So anyways, that's pretty much it. So give this video a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. Like I said earlier in the video, big purchase coming. What do you think that's going to be? And drop a sub. I will see you guys next time.